Disney has one of the largest and most beloved collections of characters in the world, which means there's one question on everyone's minds. Which Disney character would win in a fight? That's right, today TheBinger is going to determine which Disney character is the most powerful. We're looking at everyone from Perry the Platypus to Thanos to rank the strongest characters. Of course, it goes without saying that the number one spot is sure to surprise you. With that said, get ready, because we're about to go through a whirlwind of impossibly powerful Disney characters. Flick. That's right. The 10th most powerful Disney character of all time is Flick from A Bug's Life. Imagine for a second a Fortnite-style battle royale where every Disney characters land on an island and they start duking it out. Who are the characters gonna go after first? A giant monster or a tiny ant they probably can't even see? While Kronk and Luke Skywalker start fighting Chernobog from Fantasia, Flick hangs out in the background planning and scheming. Flick isn't just small after all. He's also intelligent and possesses a human level of creativity and invention. So this little dude is going to be laying traps to ensnare other characters and weapons to bring down his larger foes. At the end of the day, though, Flick is just an ant. While he could probably last a surprisingly long time in a blowout brawl or in a one-on-one fight, one misstep on his part and someone could, step on him. Still, this insect inventor is a serious threat to the other Disney characters and should not be underestimated. Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb is a practically invincible secret agent. His arch-nemesis Dr. Doofenshmirtz describes him as a suave, semi-aquatic personification of unstoppable dynamic fury. Perry has saved his tri-state area and possibly the world dozens of times, and all while keeping his secret identity under wraps. Despite being a small mammal, Perry can fight much larger opponents thanks to his mastery of judo. He also has an array of secret agent tools to help him in battle and is a master of disguise. His abilities as a platypus can also come in handy. Like all male platypuses, Perry has a poisonous barb on his back legs that he can use to wound adversaries. His tail also lets him communicate with and befriend beavers, who can help him in battle. Of course, Perry can't quite stand up to some of Disney's other heavy hitters. However, he can take on most of Disney's collection of characters and look adorable while doing it. Perry will never lose in a theme music contest, though. His tune slaps as hard as it is informative. First off, Homer Simpson is definitely a Disney character. Even if he started off as a Fox one, that super weird video of the Simpsons family joining the Disney brand makes it official. Second off, Homer Simpson is borderline indestructible, and that is what makes him one of the most powerful Disney characters ever. Homer Simpson has taken an absolutely brutal amount of punishment over the course of more than 30 seasons of television. He's fallen down the Springfield Gorge, ate a poisonous fish, and been shot too many times to count, and suffered God knows how many concussions. Despite all that damage, he still manages to bounce back and grab a beer at Moe's Tavern before returning to his family. Homer Simpson might only be as strong as the average adult man, and an out-of-shape one at that. However, he's got a higher defense than nearly anyone on this list, and can take way more hits than anyone else. That easily makes Homer J. Simpson a stronger fighter than most other Disney characters. There are plenty of characters who would win or lose a fight depending on whether or not they could use weapons. Then again, there are some characters who don't even need a weapon to beat up other Disney characters. Then there's the Disney star who literally is a weapon, and that's Experiment 626 himself, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Stitch, who usually looks like an adorable blue koala, is actually an alien monstrosity designed to annihilate entire armies. Stitch can grow an extra set of arms, has super strength, and can curl into a ball for stealth and to travel faster. Stitch has also fought hundreds of other aliens and emerged victorious over nearly all of them. His unique anatomy also lets Stitch survive in the vacuum of space, climb on walls, and is nearly impervious to physical harm. Basically, this adorable alien can take a lot of hits and hit back just as hard. However, he will sink like a stone in water and dehydrates quickly in prolonged fights. So Stitch just isn't a match for anyone who can outlast him in battle. Following Disney's acquisition of 20th Century Fox, Marvel's Merc with a Mouth is a Disney character. Well, he kind of was before, since Disney owns Marvel Comics, but now every version of Deadpool is a Disney character. It would just take one Deadpool to mop the floor with most other Disney characters, though. If you know who Deadpool is, chances are you know what his powers are. The mercenary has an incredibly powerful healing ability that makes him functionally immortal, but also makes him look like a human blood blister. Deadpool is also incredibly skilled with firearms and can defeat foes with his twin katanas. He's also able to easily take out waves of armed goons and defeat mutants that are just as durable as he is. Oh, and he can break the fourth wall, which doesn't have much use in battle, but is still a lot of fun. The only people Deadpool loses out to have otherworldly or godly powers, which means that Wade Wilson can hold his head high as one of the strongest Earthlings in the entire Disney catalog. So long as his head is attached to his body. It is still bizarre that Disney owns Star Wars, but the House of Mouse does, and that makes Darth Vader one of the strongest Disney characters. The Sith Lord was feared across the galaxy and endured as a legend after his sacrifice to defeat the Emperor. Also known as Anakin Skywalker, he is one of the most gifted Force users in the history of the franchise. These terrific abilities manifest in Vader tremendous skills with a lightsaber and almost instantaneous reflexes. He has such mastery over the Force that he can choke people from across the galaxy and easily manipulate the minds of others. While his robotic limbs prevent him from using the Force lightning technique, he can endure environmental conditions that most other humans could not. The downside, though, is that Vader needs his suit to survive, and any significant damage to it is a lethal blow to the Sith Lord. So while he is powerful, anyone faster or stronger than Vader could probably make short work of him. The leading lady of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is easily one of Disney's strongest characters. Carol Danvers can easily defeat most foes thanks to an Infinity Stone supercharging her body. This grants her nearly unmatched physical strength, the ability to fly, and fire off blasts of energy. Also, she doesn't really need oxygen anymore, which probably won't come up in a fight, but is still pretty cool. Once she unlocked her powers, Captain Marvel was able to make short work of the Kree Empire in her debut film. In Avengers Endgame, she was instrumental in defeating both versions of Thanos, and could even match his base strength. She also destroyed one of the Black Order's warships by herself and saved the Avengers from obliteration. Also, she can keep her alien cat Chewie in check, which is an incredible feat by itself. As the strongest living character in the MCU, Captain Marvel has an almost unmatched level of strength. Only those with a power beyond human understanding could hope to defeat her. And those are exactly the characters that fill the top 3 slots in this video. Hercules, the son of Zeus and star of the Disney movie of the same name, is ridiculously overpowered. He is the literal god of strength and heroes, and inspired those who heard of his exploits for centuries. He's the origin of our modern concept of a hero, and could beat up nearly any other Disney character. In the movie, Hercules accomplished all manner of heroic feats. He bested the Hydra, defeated a Cyclops, banished the Titans, and defeated the scheming Hades. This is all thanks to his incredible cunning and unmatched strength. In the myths surrounding the character, Hercules is also known for his prowess with the sword, holding up the sky and wrestling a variety of giant animals. Oh yeah, him being a god also means that he's immortal and impervious to harm. There's no way to beat him, and he's strong enough to best almost any enemy in one hit. Only another god or something stronger than a god has a chance against Hercules, and even then it could be a super close fight. When he's without the Infinity Gauntlet, there are a good number of Disney characters who could beat up Thanos. However, when he's fully blinged out, Thanos is one of the most powerful Disney characters in the history of the company. In the MCU, he obliterated half of all life in the universe, and could have wiped out the other half if he chose to. By channeling the power of the Infinity Stones through the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos can bend the entire universe to his will. He can travel through space instantaneously, reverse time to his preference, and erase his enemies at will. While manipulating the universe can put a strain on Thanos' body, the results are so immediate that his foes can't exploit the weakness. The Avengers were never really able to defeat Thanos either. The main timeline Thanos let himself perish, while the one from the past had his Infinity Stones stolen. At full power and in a fair fight, there just isn't anyone in the Disney universe who can beat Thanos. Mickey Mouse is Disney. As the Walt Disney Company's mascot, Mickey Mouse represents the entirety of the company, which now has the economic power of a medium-sized nation. Sure, Thanos is all-powerful within the movies that feature him, but Mickey Mouse is a global force in the real world. A couple of shows and projects have translated Mickey's real-world influence into fictional strength. South Park compared Mickey Mouse to a tyrannical business mogul who will crush anybody in his way. Similarly, the webcomic Scoob and Shag depicts Mickey as an all-powerful being capable of destroying and creating reality. Mickey Mouse transcends the Disney universe in a way that no other character does. He is a symbol of Disney's cultural and economic influence, which only grows stronger and stronger with each passing moment. He also embodies the real-world good and harm that Disney and all their projects have on society. Mickey Mouse is stronger than every other Disney character because he is the brand that created them. If we're worried about Disney and Mickey's influence in the real world, you better believe that fictional characters would be scared of him too. So what do you think of our ranking of these ultra-powerful Disney characters? Please let us know in the comments section and remember to like this video. Also be sure to subscribe to TheBinger and ring that bell so you can see all of our future rankings of other iconic characters.